It spins. Ah, so it starts with R? So, that's not right. Oh, have to start over. There we go.
Stop right there. You went through a lot of effort to arrange this meeting. But before we go any further, answer my questions. Who the hell are you?
Why don't you tell me who you are first?
In a world full of suspicion, treachery, and hunters, we're the synth's only friends. We're the Railroad. So answer my question.
Put down your weapons first.
Until I determine you're not a threat, who told you how to contact?
I helped Carl out of a jam. He knows a guy who knows a guy, and they hooked me up with a lead.
We'll look into that. Last question.
I found a Courser chip. Can your people decode it?
You have what? This is not a joking matter.
I didn't know we were having a party. What gives with my invitation? Oh, I see you invited the Courser killer. Nice.
Deacon, you're late. You're saying this intruder actually killed a Courser? Single-handedly? Oh, that'd give even Gloria a run for her money.
Newsflash, boss. This guy is kind of a big deal. If you're done interrogating him, you might want to show this Courser murdering machine a little courtesy, Just a thought.
I owe you an apology. Anyone who kills a Courser is good in my book. I'm Desdemona, and I'm the leader of the Railroad.
Hopefully we can work something out.
What you're asking for puts us in a tricky...
Des, we need to let him in. He's got an intact Courser chip.
Right.
That violates our security.
To hell with that. He killed a Courser. There's no way he's working for the Institute.
We're letting you into our headquarters. You're the first outsider ever to be given this privilege.
Coming to you from, the jeweled green...
Don't try anything, stranger.
Excuse me.
We having fun yet?
The great green jewel...
We having fun
of
yet?
the Commonwealth. It's Diamond City Radio. This here is Danny K.
Decoding a courser chip is a very delicate operation. A million things can go wrong, the least of which is losing the data. Fortunately, we have the right man for the job.
Oh, hey, Des. You need something?
Tom, our visitor here has a courser chip.
Whoa! For real? Oh, man, it's been ages!
Right. Some ground rules. Tom can get you the code, but once he's done, we get the courser chip.
Fine. It's yours.
All right. Tom?
All right, little Corsa chip. Let's have the circuit analyzer take a crack at you. We're in. Chip accessed. Just poke the analog connectors a little. What? Oh man, don't crash. Hold it together. Memory hiccup. Here it comes. Encryption algorithms. All right, we're still running.
Drummer Boy said the Deacon is a synth.
Oh man, they've added more decimals to the last cipher. This is gonna be. Come on, baby, show me that pattern. Where is it? Wait, they're using the same logarithmic function as the key generator.
Maybe under all that, he's a synth.
I got you, you institute bastard. I got you.
No, he's a synth.
Software in.
Listen,
Come
he
on.
may not even be alive.
Show me that sweet
Tinker
bass
said
number.
he
Come on,
spent
baby.
a year as a ghoul.
There we got it.
Shit you not.
We got the code.
Bullshit.
Someone said after one
Let
of
me load
these
that onto
fake
the
jobs,
holotape for ya.
woman.
Good work, Tom.
Yeah, but I'm not sure our luck will hold up next time, Des.
Start working on the rest of the chip.
No one knows
And you?
or what.
I'd love to work with you more. Let me know. But to be crystal clear, if you use that data and discover anything involving the Institute,
Everyone's all, you've been hitting the chems way too hard. But I got my eyes open. I see.
If you need fixing up, let's get a look at you.
I need some supplies, Doctor.
Let's see what I can spare.
All processes are busy.
Pam,
Processing. Unknown human entity. Your arrival was not calculated.
well, I'm here.
Preliminary adjustments to statistical models I was, am, and will most likely.
You're just a broken machine.
All systems fully functional. I provide first order.
You see the future?
That is this unit's caution. Biological life forms behave erratically.
Just how inaccurate are you?
The smaller the group, and the greater the time frame, the less accurate I become. Operation complete. You are a rogue variable. No current or previous models predict your query. What is your point of origin?
I'm from Vault 111, if that's what you mean.
Accessing. Vault 111. Cryo Vault. Believed destroyed. Conversation terminated. Pending construction of new probability make.
Don't try anything, stranger.
Hey.
We having fun yet?
I hope you enjoyed that last song. Okay. Here's a thing, a sort of note, I guess, from a sponsor here in Diamond City, and I'll
I have a ton of them.
I'll read it. The Colonial Tap House wants to remind everyone that you are not welcome there. Upper Stands residents only. Here's Sheldon Allman with Crawl Out Through the Fallout. Probably some bad advice overall, but, you know, it rhymes.
Anytime you want me to carry some of that valuable gear you're lugging, you just let me know.
Seems to be growing well.
If you work, you eat. It's as simple as that. Thanks a lot. Okay.
You point, and I'll shoot. Pretty simple arrangement.
Hey.
I could give you a new face, if you're interested.
That'd be great.
Okay. Okay. I can do this, yeah. You go ahead, sit down in the chair, and don't worry about a thing. Don't worry. I'll be fine. As soon as we get started. Please sit. Nothing to be nervous about. I'm ready when you are. Just have a seat. Ain't looking for trouble, I hope.
Walk 100 miles if I knew there was a pile of caps waiting for me at the end. Heck no. There you are. I almost thought you forgot about me.
Actually, I'll be back later.
All right, suit yourself. It's not like...
Skeeter Davis.
There you are.
A name I still
almost thought you
find
forgot about
confusing. Here's the latest news, or at least the latest news that I've heard about. Maybe everyone else already knows. The Brotherhood continues to do stuff around the Commonwealth. They were last seen attacking Fort Strong. The fort was, as far as I know, filled with super mutants. So that's fun. I guess maybe they're gonna take over. I guess that's an improvement, right? Brotherhood instead of, mutants. That was a joke, by the way. I was totally kidding. Didn't really mean it. And if the Brotherhood is listening...
Can I take a little off the top?
Very nice.
All right.
Just sit in the chair. I'll make you look great.
Ray Smith is right behind you, baby. I mean, it's his song. He's not actually behind you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle anyone. You should turn around, because there might be someone behind you, but it's not Ray Smith, because he's singing.
Wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need?
I have the code.
Suppose I shouldn't be surprised. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. Not too much of a leap to take down a Courser. How'd you manage to get it decoded?
The railroad helped me.
Oh God, those kooks. I would have expected they'd be too busy trying to liberate vending machines, or setting computer terminals free, or... Sorry. They just have something of a reputation. You're not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the simple explanation. You need to build a device that will hijack the signal the Institute uses to teleport coursers, and send you instead. You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise. I was bioscience, not engineering or advanced systems or anything.
I'm sure it'll work.
For the record, I haven't made any promises. But if you can build this device and make use of that code, you should be able to override the signal from the Institute's relay. Can you? I mean, can you build it? You have people that can help. This is a lot for one person, even you.
I got it covered.
Good, good. Because you've got to make it in there. For both our sakes. And don't you forget our agreement. I've helped you as best I can. If you make it in there, you find that serum. It's my only hope for ever being normal. So you find it. Now go on. Take these and get to work. You do whatever it...
Uh-huh.
Don't let Ingram catch you standing.
By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths, must, to accomplish this goal, we need to locate. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the only logical explanation is that that's where we need your help.
I have a way to infiltrate the Institute using a device called a signal interceptor.
So it appears we share a common goal. I'm pleased that you've chosen to build the device with the Brotherhood. Now, indulge me for a moment by satisfying my curiosity.
I think they're the ones who kidnapped my son.
The Institute preys on the weak to further their own ends. Together, we'll make them pay for their crimes. I'll call ahead and brief Proctor Ingram. Report to the airport, and get to work on your project right away.
Ad Victoriam, Knight.
Heard you got a new assignment.
Yeah, research patrol.
Babysitting field scribes. Prestigious.
Beats guard duty. Why? What'd you get?
Vanguard.
You're kidding.
Shipping out into the next rotation. I'll try to leave a couple of super mutants for you.
Lucky bastard. Ugh, my list of maintenance fixes keeps getting longer and longer.
Whole lot of shaking.
Elder Maxon said you'd help me build the signal interceptor.
So, looks like you're calling the shots around here now, huh? All right, I'll bite. What does your new miracle device do?
The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out. This machine can hijack their signal and send me instead.
Teleportation? Molecular transmission via encrypted RF waves? Okay, even I have to admit, that's genius. This explains why we've been picking up anomalous energy readings all across the Commonwealth. Not to mention how they get their tin soldiers to come out of the damn walls. And this little beauty allows you to literally hijack a return signal. Instead of grabbing the intended target, it grabs you instead. Impressive.
That's fun. I guess maybe they're gonna take over. I guess.
Oh, you definitely know your stuff.
Damn right I do. It's difficult to make out all the details here, but I'm thinking you can get started by building a stabilized reflector platform. It's gonna take a cargo hold full of high-grade metal, but I'm sure that we have plenty of it right here at the airport.
Please don't kill me. Next up is.
I'm glad you can make sense of those plans.
I haven't made sense of all of it yet, but I will by the time you get the first part built. Here's a list of everything you need to find. You're also going to need a massive power source to get the signal interceptor running.
If you run into any sense, shoot to kill. We don't take risks.
Proctor
Any luck
Ingram?
building the platform yet?
Yes. I'm ready to build the rest of it.
Good. Let's move on then. Here's a list of everything we'll need. Now, I know some of that might as well be in Greek, so I'll be around if you have any questions.
Looks good, Ingram. I'll get to work right away.
Oh, one last thing before I forget. It's important that all the components are wired together so all the pieces are on a single grid. If you need any help, I'll be over at the build site making some adjustments. I'd wish you good luck, Knight, but I think we're both going to need it.
Joining our cause was the wisest decision of your life, brother.
Tex Beneke, folks. Here's the latest news, or at least the latest news that I've heard about. Maybe everyone else already knows. The Brotherhood continues to do stuff all over the Commonwealth. They were last seen attacking Fort Strong. The fort was, I mean, as far as I know, filled with super mutants. So that's fun. I guess maybe they're gonna take over. I guess that's an improvement, right? Brotherhood instead of, mutants. That was a joke, by the way. I was totally kidding. Didn't really mean it. And if Brotherhood is listening, I'm sure you're very nice. Please don't kill me. Now, okay, let's play. Let's play Worry, Worry, Worry by the Three Sons.
Hey there.
Looking for a haircut?
Yeah, all right.
Sit down. And tell me...
Hey. I can resculpt your face, if you like.
Sounds good.
Oh, really?
I hear something! Come on! Let's fly! Ah! Loaded! What? Who's there? Gonna be a good fight! Oh, leg! Ah! Face me, you coward! You'll never leave! Scream for your worthless life! Hey! You disappear! No fair!
The ink spots. I mean, that was them. I mean, there they are. Singing, I don't want to set the world on fire. Irony.
Gonna find you soon, you
Hey, have you seen the, well, there's this article in the newspaper. Only one of us survived. Something. I mean, I'm not saying anyone is a saint. You know, I'm not saying it's correct at all. And you know, of course, the mayor. I mean, I was I was asked to read. I have a statement from the mayor's office. You know, it's I mean, it just says here there's nothing to worry about. That it's, you know, safe and all. Everybody. Kind of. It's crazy stuff, right? Anyway, it's well, it's something to think about. Hey, you like Louis Jordan, right? Well, here's a classic from him.
Yes.
You're here! You're here! Stop hiding! Come out, wherever you are! That sound, what is it? What's that? Oh! I can smell you out there, little sneak. Something there. Gonna find you have to come out sooner or later. Why do we stay here? Standing, talking. Yes, we should move south, range out, and hunt. But for food or sport? Gonna be a good fight! Stop! What? Scared already? We are unstoppable! Good fight, human! You die well!
Hey, so there's this bit of news that might interest you. If not, hang on a minute, and I'll go back to the music that we usually play. If you hadn't heard, I mean, I guess most people know this, but maybe someone didn't. That the Green Tech building was where those mercenaries lived. The Gunners. That's it. That was like.
Glad to have you aboard. We'll be taking off in a moment.
Pretty much all.
Your minigun should be loaded
Those
and
guys
ready to
were
fire.
tough, so
Good shooting, sir.
I guess whoever killed them had to be even tougher, right? And there's I don't even know if this is true or not, but there's this rumor that maybe the Institute was involved. But that's just what I heard. I don't know if that's true or not. It's probably not. Right? Segue. Back to the music, I guess. Oh, well, it's a fun one. Feel free to rock out, or whatever it is people do nowadays.
Setting her down at the target location.
If you're looking for a way into the Institute, you should talk to Dr. Ingram.
I'll send for you if I need you.
come on, just leave it.
That was Uranium Fever by, oh man, by Elton Britt. Yes, right, says so, right there. You're listening to Diamond City Radio, if you're listening at all. I mean. The 5 Stars are up next, singing about a lady. I guess maybe one of them like her. I mean, it couldn't have been all of them. That would.
We're close.
That would just
All we need
create
is enough power
workplace
to
tension.
fire up the signal interceptor.
Here's the 5 Stars.
I'm occupied at the moment. We'll speak later.
Elder Maxon.
Remarkable work, Knight. The signal interceptor appears to be complete. Are you ready to put it to the test?
Absolutely. I'm ready to go.
Your confidence is an inspiration to us all. That being said, this is the first time we've attempted to directly... When we throw that switch, we don't know exactly what's gonna happen. God willing, you'll end up inside the Institute, and the mission can continue.
Nothing's gonna stop me when I'm so close to the answers I'm looking for.
Eager to get inside, huh? Good. Now, I want you to listen very carefully. Once you've entered the Institute, we expect to lose contact, so it's imperative you remember everything I'm about to tell you. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
That's fortunate.
Yes, it was. Securing useful resources during wartime is critical. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
I'm surprised that the Brotherhood let her go.
Had I been in command, I wouldn't have allowed it to happen. She was a valuable asset. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
What's this project that needs her attention?
Dr. Lee previously worked on a potent weapon for the Brotherhood of Steel. We'd like her to continue where she left off. Listen to me, Knight. I'm well aware that you're risking your life going into the Institute blind. Just keep your mind on the mission, and don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck.
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you?
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform and we'll see if I can find a Pull yourself together and get up onto that platform.
Refrain from opening fire inside the Institute. It could jeopardize our entire mission.
Let's see. Relays dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up. Everything looks green. Let me start scanning for the signal. Cross your fingers. I'm inputting the code now. Wow, there's a heck of a lot of interference and ghosting. It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything
Dr.
it
Lee
finds.
is a valuable asset.
If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest.
Holding you personally
Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, well, looks like we have a winner. RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter. 60%, 80%. Emitter spiking but steady. All that's left is to throw the transmit switch.
You have your assignment,
Transmitting
soldier.
in 3,
Move out.
2, 1. Stay safe, soldier.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I am known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason.
Through the fallout.
You are here for your son.
So, there's this thing I heard about. I'm not even really sure what to say. There are stories about...
Sean?
Well, it's some big contraption.
Yes, I'm Sean.
Out there in the Commonwealth. No one that's mentioned it.
Sean?
They don't know.
Oh my god.
Not for sure.
It's really you.
Who are you?
This next part... Well, I mean, it's just people
Sean,
talking, you know? It doesn't
it's me.
make it true.
I'm
Not necessarily.
your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Well, it has something to do with...
We're leaving this place. Together. Okay, Sean?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Sean, please. Calm down. I'll get you out of there.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me!
Father? A song that's... It's about...
Father, help me!
Space travel. Here's Rocket 69.
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. You've gone to such...
Just... help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers. But I need you to realize you have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you. After all this time, I am.
It's really you? After all this time?
Yes. In the vault. You had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am. Raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
It wasn't right, what they did.
To you, that would certainly seem true. But to the Institute, at that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical... Plenty of that was available, of course. but it had all become corrupted. In this,
Sure.
Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Sean. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life and his usefulness. He never failed the Institute. But his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
I think I've heard enough for now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthrough. I've been a part of something amazing here. And now...
Yes, that's what I want.
I know. Forgive me.
Right.
There is much to be done.
I'll do whatever it takes.
I am glad to hear. The Institute is now your... You'll want to introduce yourself to the division head. And finally, Doc...
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's a third primary drive breakdown.
As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum.
Come now, Alan, it could have been anything. It was probably just a glitch in the nervous system.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
Software could use an update.
You're here. We're just glad you made twitching for her. But her eyes were moving as well. Involuntary twitching and rapid eye movements while sleeping can only mean one thing, Max. You just don't want to admit
that
to
was,
yourself.
being Crosby.
If you're about to launch into one of your impassioned speeches about artificial sentience and machines with souls, don't bother. I've heard enough of them by now. Write them down from there.
But we can't just ignore the question.
How about a bit of
If
good
a synth
news?
can dream, why can't it have a
If
soul?
you know,
and if a
haven't already
synth
seen
has a
it,
soul,
which I did.
then
so
it is a
I
living
know it's
person
true,
by
and not
every
just something
standard
I've
we
overheard.
can measure. Of course it is
I
far
mean,
more comfortable to think of them as machines.
Nick
So
Valentine
we can do what we
is
want
back in
with them.
town.
If you disapprove of the work we do here, Dr.
Or totally not.
you know where to find the teleporter.
Now just a moment. I never
Well,
said that.
they thought
I'm simply
he
trying
might be
to
dead.
open everyone's eyes
destroyed.
to new possibilities.
Well, it's an unwanted
glad you're back,
distraction.
Nick.
We're men of science,
Even though we
not
never really talked.
philosophers. You do well to remember that.
Another lovely day, isn't it?
With our
How about
third
Billy Ward and the Dominoes?
Step right this way.
This one, I mean, it's well, I'll just play it.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial then. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know.
You know the
I
protocol,
suppose
sir.
it's your job. Authorized personnel. Now hold still.
Have you had time to examine my latest reports on Batch 274?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. More than enough to occupy ourselves here. Those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
They're still people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's regrettable. After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well, I suppose you're right.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results.
Dr. Holdren, I was told you were looking for me.
Yes.